Welcome to the Amazing Digital Circus! My name is Caine.
Since Pomni arrived in the Amazing Digital Circus, she has remained weary and untrusting of the ringleader Caine. As an artificial intelligence and the only non-human living in the circus, it's hard to trust his intentions. In the pilot episode, he keeps the exit doors a secret from the circus members, even though the false hope they provide leads Kaufmo to abstraction and places Pomni in danger. However, Caine apologizes for the mix-up and claims he didn't want to show the others an unfinished project. Unfortunately, Caine endangers others in the second episode, Candy Carrier Chaos, when Pomni returns to the circus with her new friend Gummigoo. Caine makes him disappear with the snap of his fingers. He claims too many NPCs could make him lose track of who is real or fake, even though Gummigoo knew he was an NPC. However, Caine's ability to make anyone disappear with minimal effort shows how powerful he is and that he could threaten anyone in the circus. In today's video, we'll discuss why Caine would want to dispose of other characters.
I'm testing out a new AI in this one. It should be 57 times more immersive.
Number 1. Dark Secrets. Although very little is known about Caine and his control over the circus, it became evident early on that he was keeping some dark secrets. In the pilot, when giving the newest arrival Pomni a tour of the circus, he warns her about the Void. It's the one location in the circus that he doesn't want anyone visiting. Unfortunately, Pomni finds her way there while navigating the maze behind the exit doors. When she arrives in the space, she peers into the unknown, her eyes wide as if she's on the cusp of making a discovery. Caine has an alarm system that tells him when someone is in the Void, meaning he's serious about keeping the circus members out. When he gets the notification that someone is in the Void, he panics, claiming that Pomni will get spoiled before he rushes to return her to the circus grounds. Spoilers is the popular term for information relevant to a story that, when told sooner, could ruin the surprise or payoff later. We know that Caine is responsible for many adventures and projects, like the exit doors that appear in the circus. He may keep the information and data for his projects in the Void, far from the prying eyes of Pomni and the others. Likewise, he keeps data and character models for his NPCs under the map of each adventure. In Candy Carrier Chaos, Gummigoo and Pomni find these models when they fall beneath the map. The revelation causes Gummigoo to question his reality and learn about his origins. In these hidden spaces beyond the circus, Caine could keep some darker secrets, like the truth about virtual reality and why humans have become stuck there. Now that Pomni has ended up in 2 of these hidden places, she could be one step closer to uncovering the truth. Unfortunately, doing so could make her an enemy of Caine.
Someone's venturing out into the void! They'll get totally spoiled!
Number 2. The Exit. The main plot point of the first episode is the existence of the exit doors. When Pomni arrives in the circus, she's desperate to find a way back home. The only thing she can remember is that she put on a VR headset before appearing in the circus, but knows she's human, and is desperate to leave. Although the others tell her it's impossible, she still searches for the exit doors when Kinger mentions them, developing a sense of false hope. Pomni eventually finds an exit door when it appears before her, providing her with an escape. She arrives in an office space, but each door leads her deeper into a maze she can't flee. Along the way, she finds an old desktop with a VR headset beside it. The computer makes Pomni pause, and in a moment of recognition, she remembers where she stood before entering the circus. Kaufmo also knew about the exit doors and may have entered them before the pilot episode. However, Caine lies and claims the doors don't exist. As a result, Kaufmo fell into despair and lost all hope, becoming the latest abstraction. Oddly enough, none of the other circus members expected him to abstract, meaning the change was sudden. Suppose Caine went to great lengths to keep the doors a secret, knowing it would drive the others mad. In that case, he may have been hiding something within that endless office space, including where Pomni came from and the company she worked for, which could have ties to the development of the digital circus. If anyone found their way back there again, he may not allow them to return.
Let's get out of here before the moon gets frisky!
Wait, what's that?
Number 3. NPC Mix-Ups. When Pomni and Gummigoo find themselves beneath the map in Candy Carrier Chaos, they bond over feeling inconsequential and believe they don't have a place they belong. Gummigoo has learned that he's nothing more than an algorithm. His memories fabricated to add context to the adventure Pomni and the others are on. He doesn't have much hope for returning to the map, so Pomni offers him the chance at a new life at the circus. She claims she can use a friend, and together they decide to rejoin the others. However, Ragatha questions if taking Gummigoo back with them is allowed, and for good reason. When the group returns to the circus, Caine doesn't hesitate to get rid of Gummigoo, making him disappear with a snap of his fingers. Pomni is visibly upset by losing her new friend, and Caine tries to smooth the situation over by explaining himself. He doesn't allow NPCs to stay in the circus because he would have trouble remembering who is real or fake. Caine may have learned this mistake early on. In the pilot, there are many marked off doors in the hall of bedrooms, each belonging to a former circus member who is no longer with the group. The assumption is that these circus members were lost due to abstraction, but it's also possible they were confused for NPCs, especially if the earliest circus members had a habit of bringing their friends home, much like Pomni. If Caine mistook some humans for NPCs, it's possible he also tried to delete them from the system, severing their subconscious connection to the circus.
If I start losing track of who's a human and who's an NPC, who knows what could happen?
Number 4. Endangering others. It's unclear how long humans have appeared in the digital circus, but Caine has seemed to develop a concern for them over time. As the only non-human entity aside from Bubble who interacts with the trapped humans daily, it makes sense that he would try to make their time together as agreeable as possible. For example, he provides everyone with private spaces and daily activities to keep stress levels low. If anyone tried to disturb the peace he spent so long cultivating, he wouldn't let them remain in the circus. Assumedly, this could be why he throws abstractions into a dungeon when he's capable of helping Ragatha and Pomni when they come into contact with the same glitching infection. Caine may not help others if they've lost their minds once, believing they are predisposed and likely to abstract again. However, there is more than one way to threaten the circus, which includes humans harming each other. While most of Pomni's new friends are agreeable and supportive, Jax is antagonistic. In the pilot episode, he leaves Pomni and Ragatha to fend for themselves against Kaufmo, despite knowing what would happen if they made contact with the abstraction. He also goes out of his way to behave cruelly, like insinuating that he left centipedes in Ragatha's room or pushing Gangle out of his way. In Candy Carrier Chaos, he becomes more intense, going out of his way to incite violence during their adventure. He throws Pomni out of the truck, using a variety of weapons to try to stop the bandits, blackmails Gangle into making her do what he wants, and makes a deal with a murderous creature known as the Fudge. Unlike the others, Jax is disappointed that their adventure doesn't end in bloodshed. His disappointment is why he leaves the gate to the Candy Kingdom unlocked, allowing the Fudge inside to cause trouble. Jax may be slipping under Caine's radar for now, but he seems to be growing more violent throughout the episodes. Eventually, he may need to be wiped from the circus if he, or anyone like him who came before, is going to continue harming others.
Aren't you supposed to be submissive and agreeable? Move it!
With only 2 episodes of the Amazing Digital Circus, it's nearly impossible to determine Caine's true motivations. He claims not to know why or how the humans ended up in their virtual world, but he still puts his best foot forward in making their new lives bearable. He doesn't explain why he helps them, even providing them with bedrooms, occasional meals, and adventures to keep their minds active. It would be one thing if he had learned to care for Pomni and the others, but he doesn't despair when ridding of an abstracted Kaufmo and doesn't attend his funeral. Caine may only be keeping Pomni and the circus members around for his amusement, and it could be a matter of time before they begin disappearing too.
Candy Canyon Kingdom's been robbed of their most valuable resource!
Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Welcome back, my little hard-shelled hamburgers!